Earlier this year, the South Australian Government passed legislation creating two new part-day public holidays, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. To discuss what this means to members, I'm joined by Peter Malinauskas from the SDA. Peter, this Christmas is going to be an historic one for SDA members, isn't it?
It is, very much so. I mean, this is the first time we've seen anywhere in Australia where workers who work late at night on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve get the benefit of it being a public holiday. And principally that means two things. Workers will have the capacity to choose not to work if they don't want to. So if they'd rather be with family and friends, they'll get the night off. Or if they do work, they get the benefit of public holiday penalty rates.
Is it just retail workers who'll benefit from this?
No, this is a reform that will apply to all South Australians. So whether or not you're working driving a bus, or if you're working at McDonald's or a fast food outlet, if you're working in a hospital, wherever, you will get the benefit of your respective public holiday conditions.
And I guess how hard did you guys have to fight to get this up?
Well, look, this was an enormous battle. Naturally, when you are proposing a change like this, it does receive some opposition. But we were really proud to get the support of the Australian, of Business SA, the Chamber of Commerce and Industry, but also the support of the majority of the South Australian public. Over 80% of the South Australian public supported this reform, but we had to lobby politicians, we ran an advertising campaign, and with the support of our members we did get there in the end, and it's a reform that we're really proud of. And
what kind of feedback have you had from your members?
Look, members are overwhelmingly looking forward to this change coming into effect this year. This year, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve fall on a Monday, which means there are a lot of workers who will be working late at night, whether they're in a supermarket or in a fast food outlet. So members are looking forward to this change coming into effect this year.
So I guess, how can members make sure that they do see this change? What do they need to be doing?
Well, the most important thing for our members is that if they don't want to work this year on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve after 7 o'clock, they don't have to. So if they want to have the night off to be with their family or friends, that's their choice. All we encourage members to do is to let their managers know ASAP that they do want to have that night off to make sure they don't get rostered on. Of course, for those people who do want to work and are rostered to work, they'll get the benefit of public holiday penalty rates, which is normally either double time or double time and a half.
So it's all it's giving them the choice, effectively.
That's exactly right. So members now have the ability in South Australia, unlike anywhere else in the rest of the country, unlike few other places in the world, to have some real choice when it comes to working late at night or Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
And be paid appropriately.
Yep, and of course if they do work, they get access to penalty rates. And I think that's only fair enough. If you're working late at night in a McDonald's drive-through, or if you're stacking shelves in a supermarket, isn't it only fair that if you're working at 11 o'clock on New Year's Eve, you do get paid a little bit extra while everyone else is having fun? You're giving up your time, you should get rewarded for it.
Thanks, Peter, for the update. And of course, if you would like more information, go to the SDA website.